Since we have now understood to deal with statically indeterminate structure, let us solve a common problem found in all the strength of material textbooks, that is a combined axial loading on solid and hollow cylinder held parallelly. So let us take this example in which we have this solid cylinder and hollow cylinder held parallelly. The solid cylinder is of copper and the hollow cylinder made of steel, and both these held parallelly and applied by a load P from both the ends. So first we'll try to use the static equilibrium condition, and let us find out whether static equilibrium condition is enough for us to find all the reactions, or else we need some compatibility equation also or not. Okay, so let us first start with the static equilibrium condition. So when we apply this loading, will be shared by solid and hollow cylinder. Okay, so the load that is given P will be shared by the steel cylinder as well as the copper solid cylinder. Okay, so since the load is shared by both, it will come in addition. Okay, so this is the first equation. Now here we can see that we have two unknowns and only one equation. Then we can call it a statically indeterminate problem. And for statically indeterminate problem, we need to devise the compatibility equation, and we'll just write down compatibility equation. Okay, so here we can see that the change in length occurring in both these two cylinders will be same because it is compressed held parallelly. Okay, so when the change in length is same in these two cylinders, we can write down here that change in length of cylinder, hollow cylinder is equal to change in length of solid cylinder. So the change in length of steel cylinder will be load applied on the steel cylinder, that is PS L upon E of steel, that is Young's modulus of steel, and area of cross section of steel, which will be equal to, because change in length in both is equal because they are compressed parallelly, so which will be equal to PC, that is copper cylinder, into length divided by Young's modulus of copper and area of cross section of the copper tube. Okay, here we have devised this compatibility equation based on the condition that elongation is same in both. So we'll write it down, because elongation is same. Now we can see that we have two unknowns, PS and PC, and we have two equations. We can easily solve it. So I'll show you how to solve it. Okay, so from this equation we can write PS is equal to PC into ES AS by EC AC. Now since we have got an equation in which we can write PS in terms of PC, we can substitute in this equation. So P is equal to PC plus in the place of PS we can write this PC ES AS by EC AC. Or P also can be written as AC EC plus AS ES by AC EC into PC. We'll take a separate page now. So we can just bring this side and get an equation for PC. So PC will be AC EC by AC EC plus AS ES. into P. Okay, so this much load is being taken by the copper cylinder. Now what is the load being taken by the steel cylinder? Yes, PS is equal to ES AS by AS plus ECAC into P. So now by using the compatibility equation, we found out both this. What is the load shared by PS and what is the load shared by PC. Both this we are able to find out here. Now our target is to find out what is the final deflection, what is the change in length, or what is the strain. So strain can be written anyway as strain is equal to, we know that change in length is PL upon A, so strain can be written as P upon EA. So here let us, since the change in length is same for both, so let us take for any one. So we'll take for this steel cylinder. So it will be PS upon ESAS, okay, or else PC upon ECAC, okay, which, so we'll write here the equation for PS, because we know what is the load applied here, so it can be written as, we'll write what is PS ES AS into P by ES AS plus ECAC. So this is PS, and now ES AS will be there. So this can be cancelled from here. See, this can be cancelled. So the strain finally is equal to P upon ASES plus ECAC. Or if you want to find out the length or change in length, that is del L is equal to, just we will have to multiply by L, PL upon ASES plus ECAC. So this is the final change in length.